on this one path, we have Justin Trudeau being briefed about potential election interference and basically doing nothing about it. On the parallel side, you have, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, the entire board at the Trudeau Foundation resigning over some pretty questionable donations, potentially from a few agents stemming from Beijing. And looking at this article here from La Presse, talking about the foundation's board members, which of course, as mentioned, just all resigned. We're trying to track down that donation, that 140,000, and the timing of those donations were around 2016, 2017. And you just pointed out, if he was briefed around 2017, there just seems to be a bunch of things converging all at once around the common theme that there looks to be some pretty shady stuff going on, including, as we're talking about, potential election interference.
You know, it's abundantly and obviously clear to me, and should be to you and to Canadians who are watching this podcast, that there is definitely something wrong with our democracy, that this has occurred right under our noses. And in fact, Jamie, I would actually go back, and I would even suggest that it goes back to 2013. If you recall, our Bloc colleagues in the House during numerous question periods were questioning the amount of foreign donations to Justin Trudeau's own riding in Papineau, Quebec. That 85% in 2013 of all of his donations to that electoral district association was foreign, that it was coming primarily from Chinese Canadians who did not live in that particular riding. I think that is very, very concerning. And I think it really speaks to the overall change in the policy of the Trudeau government as early as 2015. In my view, Justin Trudeau wanted to pursue the same sort of legacy that he felt his father, Pierre Trudeau, had with China, that he was concerned about the strained relationship that Canada had with China under Prime Minister Harper. And in my view, this was part of his legacy, to reopen those negotiations, to reopen relationships. But as you know, in our view, that the relationship between Canada and China is more strained than ever. So whatever aspirations this Prime Minister had, it's an abject failure.
Like most of his agenda.
Exactly. Everything that has come out in the last few weeks, particularly with the foundation, in my view, screams out for a public inquiry now. In my view, David Johnston, the special rapporteur, has more than enough information. He's kept up, just like every other Canadian has kept up, with the drip approach to this particular scandal. He has the ability to say, I have heard enough. I recommend a public inquiry. Whether Justin Trudeau follows through on that recommendation remains to be seen. We know he's got a horrible track record in following up with recommendations. Let's take a look at NSICOP, the all-party, nonpartisan group of our colleagues in the House from all four parties, including senators, who were tasked of having the highest security level to review highly sensitive material and to report directly back to the Prime Minister. This committee was formulated in 2017, right smack dab in the middle of this controversy. NSICOP releases its report in the summer of 2019, essentially confirming, Jamie, and highlighting everything without getting into monetary numbers, confirming everything that the whistleblower shared with the press. But more disturbingly, shared with the Prime Minister significant recommendations moving forward. And here we are 4 years later, and nothing has been done.
Well, if it benefits the Liberal Party, why would we be in much
Why
of
would
a
you do
hurry?
it?
We being
Why would you
Liberals,
do
right?
it?
Absolutely.